we were growing up, it was my family, my parents, and my sister, and we never grew up around grandparents or aunts and uncles and cousins. So after we lost our first grandfather, I made the decision to move out to California to be closer to family. When I moved out to California, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a place to stay. So my sister was living there at the time, and she let me stay on her couch. She took me to a comedy club. It turns out that the producer of the comedy show was one of her good friends. And then afterwards, I met her friend, and we were sitting around talking. And then after a while, he mentioned, you're kind of a funny guy. Have you ever tried stand-up comedy? My character was really weak at the time. I think I was immature. I think I was unprepared. And I've always called myself a Christian. I always considered myself to be a Christian since a very early age. But at that time, I was a very lukewarm Christian. I believe in Jesus. I know I'm saved, but at the same time, I didn't live that lifestyle. The next thing I know is that I got booked at some really big comedy clubs in the Los Angeles area, like the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, and the Improv. I also had the opportunity to go on the road and do a couple of tours. And I was really enjoying it. It was a real fast-paced lifestyle, but with that lifestyle came a lot of temptations as well. And as I was going through this journey, I found myself kind of succumbing to a lot of these temptations. I was very far from God at that time. I didn't trust in Him. I didn't lean on Him to make some of my life decisions. Something was obviously missing. And I'll never forget the last time I went on stage. I just found out my grandfather passed away. And I remember getting off stage and dropping the microphone, and I knew that was it. I was done. I truly believe that God just took me out of the situation. I've learned how to have a relationship with God. Not just to be a Christian, not just to believe that there is a God, to know that Jesus died for my sins, but to actually have a relationship with Jesus. And that's where life-changing events happen. About a year and a half ago, one day I found myself writing again. And I didn't know why. I was writing, and I didn't even know what I was writing. And I realized I'm writing comedy, I'm writing jokes. And all of a sudden I started feeling this pull to go back into comedy. And I had no idea why this came about, why I'm feeling this way. I found myself rewriting and God nudging me to do comedy again, but to do it as a ministry, to do it for Him. And this time it wouldn't be from a selfish place. It'd be for God.